unbeaten as well, at home in all competitions for Nottingham Forest now.
Yeah, again, change at half-time was fantastic. He said there that they were flat on their feet towards the end of the game, and rightly so. Glenn made the good point that he said, could they sustain that for 90 minutes, which is why maybe we saw a bit of a flatter performance first half, but certainly second half. Nottingham Forest came out, high energy, caused Chelsea problems, and in my opinion, were the better side and probably feel a bit aggrieved that they've only left with a point.
OK, we can get some more Nottingham Forest reaction now. We can go back to the City Ground and speak live to Brennan Johnson. Brennan, thanks very much indeed for joining us. Considering where you were at half-time in that game, how positive a result is that for you?
Yeah, it's positive. I mean, we needed a good reaction at half-time and probably thought we could put them under a bit more pressure. And, yeah, we came out fighting and at the end of the day, it's a good point, but I think we had the chances to win the game.
Yeah, you yourself had one on goal with Owen. Are you square of you?
Yeah, I mean, obviously I got the ball and then I seen the centre-back coming over and I thought he might have just tightened off the gap for me, so I just tried to put it across the keeper and obviously it didn't come off in the time, but yeah, little things like that, little bits where I need to improve on my game and hopefully we can take that into the next game.
What was the difference second half? Because you were much more of a goal threat.
I think it was just aggression. I think maybe gave them a bit too much respect in the first half, but I think in that second half we came and we were a bit more fearless and I feel like it rubbed off and it was a good performance.
And in terms of belief, I was just talking about the home form, that's 6 unbeaten now at the City Ground in all competitions. How important is that?
Yeah, it's really important. I mean, we need to make this ground hard to come to, and I feel like we're getting there. And we know our away form hasn't been great this season. That's something that we need to pick up as well. But as long as we can make every game here a hard game and keep fighting for points, and we'll be happy to do so.
Brendan, second half, the fans really got involved and give you guys a lift. How important are they going to be between now and the end of the season?
Yeah, they're massive. I mean, even last season and this season as well, they've been massive help, especially when times get tough. They really keep us going, and we felt that energy in the second half, and we really feel like it pushed us on to get that point, and hopefully we can keep doing that.
Brendan, Glenn Hoddle here. First half, it seemed like you dropped in. You dropped in. The three of you up the top there, the pitch dropped in, and you pressed from halfway line. Big difference second half, and the team looked like they enjoyed pressing and going for it. Do you see it that way?
Yeah, definitely. I think in the first half, we kind of wanted to make their centre-backs have to make mistakes, but we felt like they were getting out too easy. So in that second half, we stepped up, went onto the front foot and feel like we got real success. And yeah, all the boys enjoy playing on the front foot. And we know we can't do it every time because it is a lot of effort and it's going to take some hard work. So when we pick our moments and do so, we felt like we got real joy out of it, and hopefully we can keep doing that. And
just finally, Brendan, you mentioned the away form there. The next up is Southampton, the bottom club. I mean, those games in and around, the teams in and around you, are they more important in a way? Today's a bonus point against one of the bigger clubs?
Yeah, I think obviously it's a big game. They're down there with us and we feel like it's a massive game and a massive chance to get 3 points. But any team at home, we feel like there's a definite chance of getting points. But especially away from home against teams that are down there with us, we feel like it's a massive game and we're going to have to perform well.
Well, good luck with that and very well played today. Thank you very much for joining us.
Cheers, guys. Thank you.
I don't know about that. I never went that far up the pitch. So, yeah, it was a really good reaction. And as you say, Darren said he hit a volley on the back post there. So, but he doesn't worry about that. He's that sort of player, isn't he? He doesn't care if he makes a few mistakes. He still continues. He's got that confidence in himself. And it was a key. And after that, you felt as if Forest were going to be the team that's going to win the game. I think Chelsea had one great chance, but other than that, Forest played exceedingly well second half. And in all seriousness, the teams down there, they haven't got a 15, 20 goal striker, none of them. So when the goals do come from a fullback on a day like today, it doesn't matter. That's important, isn't it, to share these goals around wherever they come from? Exactly. I mean, strikers are hard to come by. Certainly, as you said there, Steve, 15 to 20 goals. But when you're down there, if you can get goals from other areas, I think that's how you survive. You have one who's going to be 10 to 15, hopefully you hope. But if you can get your full-back scoring goals, your midfield players, just get set plays are massive as they got a goal there. That's what's going to help you survive. And Nottingham Forest is going to need absolutely every single one of them because, make no mistake about it, they are in a relegation fight. I think the key to that goal as well, if we take it a step forward, the amount of bodies, they saw a little bit of a chink in the armour of Chelsea and the keeper, Kepa. They put so many bodies in there. Chelsea put their bodies in there. It looked like Piccadilly on a Friday night. Just for clarification, Glenn, where were you the last time you were out on Friday night in the Piccadilly area? Good spot, yeah. Probably going to the jazz club. I'll let you muse that one. Well, we get some Chelsea reaction because just one win from 7 league games for them now. Here's their captain, Cesar Azpilicueta.
Then for, 45 minutes, over 45 minutes in that game, how does it feel to come away with just a point?
It's really disappointing. Of course, our objective was to build on the last win against Bournemouth and to get the points because we need it. So we were leading 1-0. We lost a bit of control of the game and we got punished.
How did you lose that control of the game, and why was there such a drop-off in the second half from your performance?
Well, I think in the first half we controlled quite well the game, but we didn't have, I think, enough chances to be dangerous, and they create few transitions where they could create us problems in the second half. It's normal, they are at home, they could press and they could put ourselves a bit more under pressure, and we were not able to escape that pressure and to find solutions. And in a corner like this, is really disappointing to lose 2 points.
They had a few chances, didn't they, where they got in behind the Chelsea defence?
Yeah, we knew that they are a team that they tried to attack the line and put the ball in behind. So it was up to us to solve it and to control the game with the ball as well, attacking well and in good defending position.
You've been a Chelsea player a long time, Asper. You know better than anyone that 1 win in 7 in the Premier League is not the form that Chelsea are used to.
No, it's not. Of course, the demand in Chelsea is really high every game. We know that requires a lot of concentration, a lot of focus, a lot of energy, and we have to stick together. It's true that it's not the most pleasant time, but we have to stick together to go through these difficult moments. Sometimes in football there are up and downs, and it's up to us to keep working hard to improve, stick together. We know, that for the fans to come in here for a year stay, and we wanted to give them as well the win. I think it's important for them to stick, to get a bit of joy, and I think we are disappointed with that as well. So we have a massive game at home against Man City. We have to recover, to prepare the game well, and go together because every point is really important.
Yeah, and look, 7 points off the top 4 places as things stand. Long way to go, but should we still be talking about Chelsea as a Champions League qualification team?
Oh, come on. Now I know that when the positive results are not there, I know it's difficult to be positive, but we have to go game by game. I think now, of course, we are really far from where we want to be, and it's up to us to pick up the points, to recover the ground that we lost this first months of the Premier League, and get back where we want to be.
Thank you, Cesar. Thanks, mate.
Yes, Chelsea are 7 points off Manchester United in 4th currently. We'll come to that in a moment. Incidentally, 12 months ago, they were 2 points off the top. So it's a very different picture for Chelsea at the moment.
He's done everything right apart from getting the header in. I think it's one of those, he looked a bit hesitant. He's had a fracture in his cheekbone, isn't he? He's only just playing now without a mask. It looked like there was a hesitation there, as if he's the keeper coming. Instead of thinking of just seeing the ball was sensational.
Yeah.
He scores. I just saw that hesitation there because he did everything right.
Yeah.
And that was the only one chance they had in the second half.
And equally, if he scored 3 and 3, does that make a difference compared to 9 without a goal?
That's what I was going to say. I'm not trying to make excuses for him, but he hasn't played much football. He hasn't been scoring goals, so maybe his time is a little bit off. You still expect him to score, but when you're a little bit rusty in them positions, he maybe is too eager to get there as well because he's thinking, if I score this, I'll stay in the team. So all these things are going through his head. Rather than focusing on the ball when he's putting it in the net, he's thinking about all these other scenarios. And as Glenn said there, for someone of that quality, with the cross that comes in, he has to score.